Are you considering making unvaccinated people wait until 90% of us are double dosed? And what's behind that thinking?
Look, firstly, can I thank the overwhelming majority of our citizens who recognise the importance of vaccination. Dr Chan and I have been saying for a long time, as has the Minister, that we're looking forward to Australia, New South Wales having some of the highest vaccination rates in the world. And the fact that we've so quickly already reached 85% first dose demonstrates the vast majority of our citizens appreciate how important this is. We will make sure that we reopen to everybody once it's safe to do so. We're going through the final touches of what our policy will be in that regard, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with the community this week. But I strongly urge everybody to come forward and vaccinate. If you don't have a medical reason as to why you shouldn't be vaccinated, please come forward and get vaccinated. We know that if we want to live with COVID safely, keep our loved ones protected, the best way to do that is to have great coverage of vaccination, and I urge everybody to do that.
One of the key elements, Premier, of the 70% roadmap was intra-state travel to the regions. Will people still be able to book a holiday to any regional area in New South Wales when we get to 70% double dose?
We're looking at when that should occur. We had foreshadowed it was likely to be at 70%. It may very well be at 80%. We know there'll only be a few weeks between 70 and 80, and we'll confirm those arrangements this week, and I'll foreshadow that. We want to make our opening as safe as possible and give businesses as much certainty as possible. And we also have to accept at the moment we have a number of cases in the Central Coast and Illawarra, and be wary of that. But one thing we're certain of is we want all of Greater Sydney to be able to have access to the regions at the same time, and therefore we need to pick the best time for that to occur. So I do want to foreshadow that could very well be at 80%, but we're only anticipating there to be 2 to 3 weeks between 70% and 80%.
Premier, will some regions...
Thank you. The roadmap that is likely to be announced this week at 80%, are they the restrictions that New South Wales will carry through to Christmas, or is there likely to be another major update following 80%?
Importantly, New South Wales will be the first state that hits, in all likelihood, 70% and 80% double dose. But there'll also be a point in time after that where unvaccinated people will be able to participate in activities. So that is the information we'll be providing this week to make very clear when those key milestones will occur, to provide everybody with certainty. And I think the community will be very pleased, firstly, to have that certainty, firstly, to know that we are just a few weeks away from doing all those things we've missed for months. And that is a very exciting proposition. But we also have to say, and I don't want to be a party pooper by saying there's no such day as Freedom Day, but our reopening and living with COVID, finding COVID normal, will be a step-by-step process. It's not going to happen in a day. It'll take a couple of weeks or a month for us to go from starting to open up to what COVID normal looks like, and that's the responsible way to do things.
Premier.
Will you be providing support for businesses to police people coming in and out, the unvaccinated, the vaccinated? Are you looking into that?
Well, the New South Wales government's already invested massively in providing a great system for individuals to demonstrate that they're vaccinated when they're checking in. And we've provided that free service for businesses to download our QR system and utilise all of that. So we'll make sure that business has as much certainty as they need in relation also to density requirements. So, for example, we've already stated that at 70% double dose, it'll be back to the 4 square metre rule, and businesses can start planning that and start dusting off their COVID safety plans and know that what we'll be doing at 70% double dose isn't any different from them really pre the Delta outbreak, because they'll still obviously need to make sure that individuals are checking in, and it will also depend on the size of the venue. Obviously, if you're running a major event and you've got thousands of people turning up, you'll need to make sure you've got marshals and the like. If you're a very small business, obviously the compliance regime won't be anywhere near that onerous. So we're very particular on protecting small businesses, also really offering a helping hand in every way possible for businesses who've managed to survive what's been an incredibly difficult, not just 3 months, but really last 18 to 19 months.
Premier, the pools are expected to reopen tomorrow. Who will be allowed in, and how will you make sure that it is COVID safe? And what will be the penalties for pools that don't comply?
Well, obviously, Health has provided COVID safety guidelines for outdoor public pools, which commence from tomorrow, and hopefully the weather will warm up so people can enjoy that. And that is part of our push to make sure that people enjoy deploy those facilities in a COVID-safe way, and obviously for vaccinated adults is key to that process. So Health's already provided the guidelines for what COVID safety plans look like. I want to thank local government authorities for working with us. A lot of the outdoor public pools are actually run by councils, but we're really keen to make sure that all of us live with COVID in a safe way. So whilst all of us would like to think that once we get to that 80% double dose, it'll be back to living without COVID, well, it won't be. It'll be a new normal. It'll be a new COVID normal, but one where we'll enjoy so many more freedoms than what we have today, and one where we all adjust our lives. And I'm confident, because of the goodwill demonstrated by everybody, that people will step up and take responsibility. There are individual penalties if you do the wrong thing. There are penalties for businesses who do the wrong thing. But in the main, the vast majority of people have just been so positive and doing the right thing. And as I've started to get a bit more out and about the last week or so, the feedback from locals on the ground has been so positive. People have been through such a horrible time, but yet we're all optimistic about the future, all grateful that those times are behind us, and grateful that our neighbours, all of us, have done the right thing in getting vaccinated.
Premier,